What's up? Welcome to a new update in which we're going to have a very brief update on Bitcoin, as we have been having a correction from 47k to, well, let's say a little beneath 40. Right now we are bouncing upwards and we can see that there is a reaction on the altcoins too. Before we're going to continue, make sure to subscribe and like this YouTube update and check out my Twitter and Instagram too, where you can find daily content on the markets. And as you can see, we're still in Paris at the last day of the Paris blockchain week, in which we're going to network some more. And I've been saying on Twitter as well that the growth of these events is pretty much insane. I've been to Dubai, which was quite big, the first Binance blockchain week, which had like 3 to 4k people. Then Miami was another level where, well, let's 10,000s of people were visiting for Bitcoin, but also for side events. It was mental. Now we are having Paris, where also the venue itself is too small for the people that want to get there. And everyone is trying to get into opportunities into the crypto space. And then next week we still have Amsterdam to go for. Myself, I'll be around at some events there too, just chilling, networking. It's gonna be fun. It's fun to meet people offline, but it's also fun to see the Bitcoin price moving upwards. As we have been marking a level that is quite important to look at. We've also been marking that level on Ethereum. We have been marking that level on some altcoins too, and we are seeing a reaction in which we don't really know whether this is the clear confirmation of a higher low. Therefore, we have to look at some breakthroughs on the levels itself, but we can confirm that the important levels on those altcoins are holding up now too, and that the dollar is having that impact on the price action of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is going to turn around, that would bring, or at least if Bitcoin is going to break through some certain levels, that will bring some more upwards momentum on the altcoins in itself. And honestly, I have to say that the markets for the longer and broader perspective are starting to look better. So in that case, let's dive into the charts and have a short update on the price action of Bitcoin. So when we're looking at the price action of Bitcoin, we have a few conclusions that we can still make, right? So we've had this breakout above the range resistance at 45k. We fell back into the range. We even touched beneath those lows here, in which we were getting into a very harsh corrective move. But a few days ago, the drop was quite severe because of the implications of the CPI coming in, which would have been a reason why the hike rates are going to go up even more. Therefore we started to drop down. We also lost this level, and because of losing that level, the lows were broken here and the liquidity was taken beneath them. Right now we are having a slight bounce, but when we started to add a few of those lines, we can confirm that the crucial level to long or to hold is this area around 38.5, where we got towards 39.2 and started to make a bounce back up. So this entire region around 38.5 would be a crucial breaker if we want to have another higher low being marked. If 38.5 is lost, I think we start to fall down quite fast, and then we are going to take the liquidity on all those lows and most likely are going to break down towards 32k even. So that's important to keep an eye on. If we want to get some bullish momentum, the first step for that is to hold this level at 38.5. So then second, if we start to zoom in a little bit more, we can argument the levels that we should be watching in order to break through. So we are having this downtrend, and we can see that we've had a rejection at 47k, started nosediving. We didn't even get a rejection at 45 as the market was just doing bad. We got one here at 43.5 and started to fall south towards the next level of support, in which we are having this beautiful bounce here. In that case, what we should be looking at is a potential reaction on this region here. So at 42.4, approximately 42.1 to, like, let's say 42.5, it seems quite likely that we're going to have a rejection there, or at least a reaction to the markets, as that is the previous support becoming resistance, and therefore we probably are going to get a rejection there and start dropping down, in which I'm looking at 40k, and I'm also looking on the higher time frame around 38k to make some longs. However, if Bitcoin is clearly breaking through the resistance zone, which is 42.1, if it breaks through it, it starts shooting above those highs here. So if we break through 42k and gain that level, that will be a second argument to start taking you long, in which we are going to look at 45k next, and then we can start confirming that the trend is actually switching from downwards towards upwards on the lower time frames too, which makes it eager for altcoins to start moving even more. So when we're looking at Ether at this point, we can arguably say that we are having the same view. We had the bearish divergence which beautifully played out, and we got towards the range low, which is currently holding as support. Most likely, and I think that's also going to happen with Bitcoin, is the fact that we're going to have a run towards a little bit higher for Ether, maybe even running towards 3230 to get all the shorts, or to squeeze some shorts and to trap everyone, before we're going to make a double bottom structure here and test the lows again. That is still a very likely scenario. But overall this is some strength, and we are holding up to the crucial level that we are seeing here. Silica in itself, we've also been concluding that if you want to get into an entry zone here, Silica has the level around 8 cents that is going to look well. Higher time frame level, currently higher time frame level is actually holding up, and higher time frame level is providing us that beautiful bounce that we're seeing here. And if we start to take these highs, it seems very likely that we're going to continue towards 15 to potentially even 18 cents. Very short update today, but that's it. There's not much to say. I wish you a wonderful day. Don't do stupid shit. Always keep smiling. I'll see you again tomorrow.